Inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
First down, Mayfield.
They'll get this off to ETN.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mayfield to throw it.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Six yards left on second down. Here's a give to ETN.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Seven yards there and a first down.
And they'll run here with ETN.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Travis Etienne
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Mond. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mond eluding the pressure right. He's got Smith here. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mond out of the shotgun.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Berry on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down, a running play.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll roll him out right. And he goes out right around the 39. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Mon now off of play action.
Sliding out of the pocket. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mon looks to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
Flushed out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mon. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Afitu Melifonwu. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coaches.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, here's Mon. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on second and long. Mond eluding the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsom. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. That is caught by Thielen. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for two. Cook, they'll try and run it.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Looking left side, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
It's a gain of 32. And the Browns first down.
And this one is right down the middle. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Kene now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They go play action here. Mon. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Mon going to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right through. And that will
extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mond. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by John Johnson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they...
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
And Myles Garrett, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down.
Flushed out right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here's Mond.
Complete. Smith has it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. It's complete to Cook. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run with Madison, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 81 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Lynn Bowden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. down to the air on 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Westbrook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Oh, a terrific play there by Harrison Smith. And one thing you always get comfortable with going into a game, his smarts and his ability to be around the ball. He tied his career high with 5 interceptions last year. Another one goes to his total.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Now he'll escape to his right. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Open man once again, it's Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. And complete right side to Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Grant Delpit in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns' drive about to get started. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Going deep here for Landry. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On second and goal, Mayfield, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Mond. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
A give to Etienne running right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And enough.